Today we have huge news in the world of AI video generation. Midjourney has released version 1 of their video generator. The tool is available on the Midjourney website and is open to the entire community. Midjourney has long said that their ultimate goal is to build immersive 3D worlds. The first step was images, which we've had for a few years now. And today they've taken the next big step, video. So let's look at how to make videos in Midjourney. The process starts with an image. You can create the image in Midjourney itself or upload it from your personal computer. This image-based process is very nice because it gives you lots of control over what you get. So I've generated some images here. Let's create a video for this one. I'll click on it, and the buttons for animation are down here. You can see we have several options here. Auto will cause Midjourney to automatically create a prompt for our video to describe motion. Manual, on the other hand, will let us actually enter the prompt. And then we can choose between low motion or high motion. Low motion will generally keep the camera in one place, but our subject can still move. High motion will often move the camera and the subject. Let's click low and high for auto to see what we get. I'll click low motion, high motion, and my jobs are submitted. So to see the results, I'll go back to the Create tab here, so I'll click this. 4 videos will be created for each of those generations. I have 4 here being created for my regular motion, and I have 4 here being created for my high motion. I can see that here. I haven't measured how long these generations take, but it seems to be about a minute or so. I'm sure the servers are getting hit pretty hard right now with lots of people testing out this feature. And here I'll show 2 of the results, one from the high motion and one from the low motion. I created this image earlier for a children's book. Let's create a video from it and let's add a manual prompt. So in this case, in the manual column, I'll choose high motion, and I'll edit my prompt here to say dancing vegetables. Let's run it. As far as I can tell, you can also use any aspect ratio you want. And here we have our 4 results here. Now one thing I can do is click into one of these results, so let's do that. So this is my video playing. And what we can do is extend the video to make it even longer. We can do this 4 times, each time expanding it by 5 seconds. And we can modify the prompt also to add something new into our video. So down here the option says extend video. I'll say manual, high motion, and I get the prompt up here. Let me change it in this case. I'll make it so the vegetables are jumping and a cat runs across the screen. And now I'll submit it. Let's go back to the Create tab, and here we have one of our results. It starts with our original video, and then we get the cat running across the screen at the end. Now, like I said before, you can also upload your own images, and there's really no limit to the creativity you can have here. I found this website with some abstract wallpapers. Let's upload one of these images. I like this one in the middle. So I've downloaded that image to my computer. Now I'll drag it to the prompt bar up here. I'll let go. I can type more of the prompt here if I want, or I can also expand the settings here. For motion, I'll set it to high. I'll type fly through of an abstract landscape. Let's submit. As it processes, you get a preview of each additional frame. And here's one of our results. So what does this actually cost? Well, Midjourney says that a video generation only costs 8 times as much as an image generation. That's actually a very affordable ratio in my opinion. In their announcement, it sounded like Midjourney still wasn't quite sure how much processing power all this video generation will take. So the cost might change going forward. But they sounded optimistic that the cost could just as well go down as well. Now what I really like about this tool is all the styles. People used to say Midjourney had a specific look, but I don't think that's been the case for a long time. With SREFs and personalization, the amount of visual possibilities are endless. And I think it's really exciting to now apply all these styles to video. So far I've only scratched the surface of this tool, but I'll have more tutorials and demos in the weeks ahead. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to be notified when they come out. And if you use the Midjourney video tool, let me know down in the comments what your experience has been. I'm very curious to hear what others think of it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.